Why 90% of new modern cars are garbage. We need to talk about something the automotive industry does not want you to understand. Because right now, millions of people are signing loan agreements on vehicles that are engineered structurally and deliberately to fail. Not in 50 years, not in 30. We are talking 10 years, sometimes 7. And the data is no longer hiding it. New cars have never cost more. The average transaction price in the United States crossed $50,000. Let that sit for a moment. $50,000 for a vehicle that, statistically, will begin generating serious repair bills before the loan is even paid off. That is not a coincidence. That is the business model. To understand how we got here, you have to go back. The 1990s and early 2000s produced some of the most mechanically durable vehicles ever built. Overbuilt engines, simple electrical systems, low electronic dependency. A Toyota from 1998 could reach 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. Those vehicles were not profitable enough, not in the long term, because a car that never breaks is a customer who never returns. So the industry changed, quietly, structurally. Shareholder pressure accelerated product cycles. Warranty period optimization became an engineering target, not a byproduct. The goal shifted from building cars that last to building cars that survive just long enough. Long enough to keep the warranty department comfortable. Long enough to keep the reviews positive. After that, the cost transfers entirely to you. Modern vehicles now contain over 100 electronic control modules, 100 separate systems communicating, processing, and failing independently. Mechanical failure used to be visible. A worn belt, a leaking gasket, something you could point to. Electronic failure is invisible until the dashboard lights up like an airport runway. And by then, you're already looking at a diagnostic fee before anyone even touches the car. Repair complexity has exploded. Average repair bills have followed. Independent shops are being squeezed out by proprietary diagnostic tools and restricted service data. The system is designed to route your money back to the dealer every single time. Then came 2020, the production collapse that no one in the industry wants to discuss. Honestly, supply chain failures forced manufacturers to substitute components. Chip shortages led to workarounds that were never designed for long-term use. Assembly lines ran with temporary staffing, reduced quality control, and overtime compression that no engineer would have approved in normal conditions. Those vehicles are now aging into their repair windows. Warranty claims are rising. Service bays are overwhelmed. The bill from that era of rushed production is arriving right now in driveways across the country and goes deeper than software. The physical materials have changed. Plastic oil pans, plastic cooling system components, lightweight aluminum assemblies that save $5 per unit multiplied across millions of vehicles equals billions in recovered margin. Steel components that used to last the life of the vehicle have been replaced with composites engineered for weight reduction, not longevity. Durability was not lost by accident. It was traded deliberately for efficiency metrics that look excellent on quarterly earnings calls. The engine story is equally damaging. The industry moved almost universally to turbocharged small displacement engines. The fuel economy numbers improved. The marketing wrote itself. But a turbocharged engine operates under significantly higher stress than a naturally aspirated design. Heat concentration, higher operating pressure, more frequent failure of ancillary systems. Engines that would have run 250,000 miles now show stress fractures in their economics by 100,000. Longevity was sacrificed for efficiency ratings that consumers could not evaluate at the point of sale. Transmissions followed the same logic. The rise of continuously variable transmissions was sold as smoother driving. The actual driver was lower manufacturing cost. CVTs degrade under heat. They are largely non-rebuildable. Replacement costs are enormous. Dual clutch units in performance vehicles add another layer of fragility. Transmission failures that would once have been repaired are increasingly uneconomical. The vehicle gets totaled. A new loan gets signed. The cycle continues. And now layer the financing reality on top of all of this. Average loan terms have stretched to 84 months, 7 years. 7 years of payments on an asset that is depreciating while simultaneously becoming more expensive to maintain. Consumers are underwater before the halfway point. When reliability declines while loan duration rises, you are not looking at a personal finance problem. You are looking at systemic financial stress building across millions of households simultaneously. Repossession rates are climbing. The used market is absorbing vehicles that carry undisclosed repair histories. The entire chain is under pressure. Electric vehicles are not the escape some believe them to be. Fewer moving parts is real, but battery degradation is a concentrated risk. A failed battery pack in an out-of-warranty electric vehicle can cost more than the vehicle is worth. Software dependency in EVs is even higher than in combustion vehicles. Maintenance reduction does not equal long-term durability certainty. The question has simply moved from engine longevity to battery chemistry longevity, and the financial exposure at failure is not smaller, it is larger. The insurance market is already reflecting the structural damage. Sensor embedded bumpers, a DAS calibration requirements. A minor parking collision that would have cost $800 a decade ago now triggers 5-figure repair estimates. Vehicles are being totaled at lower damage thresholds because the cost to restore sensor arrays and structural electronics exceeds market value. Insurance premiums are rising not because drivers are worse, because the cars are more expensive to fix. The economics of modern vehicle ownership are deteriorating at every level simultaneously. Industry analysts are signaling what the marketing will not say. Warranty reserve increases on balance sheets. Rising recall frequency. Earnings call language shifting toward cautious framing around quality exposure. The balance sheets are not lying. The storm is not hypothetical. It is forming in warranty claims, in loan default data, in repair invoices, and in the quiet desperation of service departments that cannot hire enough technicians to handle the volume arriving through their doors. This is not about one brand. It is not about one bad model year or one recalled component. It is structural. Cars became financial products first, and transportation tools second. The incentive to build something that lasts was systematically replaced by the incentive to build something that sells, finances, and generates ongoing service revenue. The garbage is not visible at delivery. It is visible 5 years later when the warranty has expired. The loan still has 3 years remaining, and the repair estimate exceeds what any reasonable person should have to absorb. Buy carefully. Finance cautiously. Prioritize proven powertrains over feature-loaded complexity. Avoid first model years of new platforms. Minimize technology dependence you cannot afford to repair. The market has changed. The only protection left is information.